Hello and welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla and I would like to thank all my new subscribers for coming to check me out and all my return subscribers for spending some time with me. Alright everyone, so it's been a little while since I wore this hat, but the weather, we had got some rain, so it had cooled down a little bit, so I decided to go ahead and wear my hat. But I just want to let you guys know, since it has been a while, that this hat was actually a gift that I received from Pamela over at Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. And she is an amazing, amazing, talented knitter and crocheter, and, or should I say crocheter and knitter who knits a bit, but she is fabulous. And she gifted me this gorgeous, gorgeous hat that I love so much. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I did not make this hat. It was a gift from her because I didn't do a Happy Mail video. I did mention it in one of my podcasts, like after I received it. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys, for those of you who are new, that you know that I didn't make this and I want to give credit where it's due. So I will link Pamela's channel down below. You can go over and check her out. She does amazing, amazing patterns. So if you're looking for any inspiration, you can always check out Pamela's channel, and she will let you know exactly where you can find the patterns that she works on, because she chooses gorgeous, gorgeous patterns. All right, so thank you again, Pamela. You all will be seeing this a lot more since the weather is changing now. So thanks again, Pamela, for this awesome, awesome hat. I love it. And it's going to get a lot more wear. Alright guys, so today I am on here to talk about some things that I had ordered from Amazon. I got some new goodies. Maybe you could call it a toy, maybe not. I am having fun with it though. But I already have been using it, and I got to tell you guys a little bit about it. So I got a few things from Amazon. So let me grab. Oh, okay, I'm gonna talk about this first because this doesn't really necessarily have to do with it. So it's kind of an oddball. But I'm gonna talk about this first. So this here is like a bundle, I guess you could say, that I got from Amazon. So it came in this case here. And this case is the price for what I got in here was, to me, a really good deal. But at the same time, I guess as they say, you pay for what you get, or you get what you pay for. Is that so? This bag actually feels like a kind of like those it's not a material you would make a bag out of. It's almost like a crafting felt material. Y'all know what I'm talking about, like that stuff that you would buy for like 25 cents a sheet or something like that. And inside I got 4 crochet hooks. I got an 8mm, a 7mm, a 9mm, and a 10mm, and they have the like the silver tip on them. So I got those. I got a little bag of locking stitch markers. I got these large eye needle yarn needles. Large eye yarn needles. I got these snips, scissor snips, and what I ordered it for was these right here. So let me open these ones up. Like, all that was kind of like a bonus, and I really was just trying to order these. Now I do have so these are really large crochet hooks. So let me see. I think I have a 15mm already from Lion Brand. Whatever the Q hook is, I know I ordered from them. So I think that's the 15mm. So I got a 15mm, a 12mm. Oops, 12mm. What's this one? This is an 18mm. I got a 20mm, and this last one is a 25 millimeter. So Yeah, that's kind of big. So these are what I was really going for. Now you're not gonna be able to see it on here, but they, to me, it looks like they have like some scratches on there. You're not gonna be able to see that. So I'm not sure if that's intended or not. I know the bubbles kind of give it a cool looking effect. So I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be, but I don't know about these scratches everywhere. So I think it's a good deal for everything that I got. I mean, one clover hook costs like what, $8. So, and I know these aren't the same quality as those, but I'm just saying, I think I got all this for, it was under $15. So whatever that was. So I think that's a really good deal for everything that I got, especially these big, huge hooks here. But it's not like the quality or the craftsmanship is, you know, not the best. But I haven't tried them out yet, and I'm sure they'll work just fine. But I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case you kind of searched and saw the same thing, that at least you would know it's not top quality. But then, like I said, I only paid for, you know, maybe one or two hooks. So at least, you know, what I'm used to seeing anyway. So I wanted the big crochet hooks because in this, I showed you guys this right here on my thrift book haul. I think it was the second part 2. I think it was part 2. And this is the Bow Knitting Quick Knits. And there's this chunky cable sweater in here. So this sweater says it needs, what did it say? Yes, it said a size Q jumbo crochet hook, which I did have already, but for some reason I'm just really excited about big, thick, chunky projects right now. So I was like, well, I do already have a Q hook, but I was just looking on Amazon and I just wanted to look up some chunky hooks, and I saw that set and I was like, I'm just gonna get it anyway. So but this is what has really inspired me to get the next stage, and I'm gonna show you. So this also calls for a size, I just saw it, what was it? Okay, it says a size 36, or which is a 20 millimeter knitting needle for this. So I got let me put that away. Okay, so the next thing I got was this. These are some Addies, and they are the 20 millimeter. And let me see what the cord, this, I think it's a 40, yeah, it's a 47-inch cord. Now when I got these, one of the bottoms was like taken off, and the tops can come off too. Yeah, see. So I'm kind of concerned about that, like if I'm knitting, a stitch could fall off or something like that. So I actually fixed the bottom one, but I haven't fixed the top yet. So I'm not for sure. I got these on a really, really good deal also, so I'm not for sure if they're what you call it, like a malfunction, and they just sold it for cheap because it wasn't properly made. Now I didn't get this off the Addie website. I got it off of Amazon, so it could have been an independent seller who possibly bought them like that and then are reselling them but not fixing them. If y'all kind of get what I'm trying to say, or they could have just been, I don't know if they were used. They didn't advertise it as used, so I'm just not for sure. But I just want to mention that too, that these that they did come off. So yeah, but I needed that size, so I haven't actually I did try them out, and then the bottom didn't, after I fixed the bottom, it didn't come off, so I might have to just fix the top too before I start my sweater. So I got that. Now the yarn that it calls for it says, let me find that page again. Okay, it says you need 11. It says 9 skeins of what would be 100-gram ball of Carabella yarns wool rope. So it doesn't tell you what size the yarn, like what number, like a 4 or 5, whatever. But it says it's approximately 27 yards per 100 grams. So that sounds like it's a really, really thick yarn. So probably, I know it's going to be more than a 6, because I think you get like 80 yards with the 6 for 100 grams. So I don't know. I've never seen an 8 before, or necessarily categorized. Like I've seen like really thick yarn, but I'm not sure it would be like 8, 9, or 10, or whatever it would be. But you're supposed to get 27 yards per 100 grams. So oops. So the next thing I bought was because y'all know that thick yarn is expensive, right? So the next thing I bought was this right here. Let me show you this box first. It's the Prim Comfort Twist knitting mill. So I took it out of the box, but that's what it looks like on the back, and I'm gonna show it to you guys in just a minute. So what it does is it pretty much knits an I-cord. So you know, like your adding machines and Centro, like how you can crank it and it'll knit around. So that's what this does, and you can like crank it. So you don't have to like loom it. It's not a loom. It's a machine. So you can crank it and it'll make the I-cord for you. So now y'all probably know what I'm going, right? So I wanted to use that to make the yarn for the sweater. Now I did so I decided to go ahead and use these Lion Brand Wool Ease DK Cake, because I had gotten these on a sale, and I'm like this. The color combination is not my favorite. It does have some blues in there, but it has mostly green. So I like green, but y'all know I like blue, right? But anyway, I wasn't really for sure like what I would do with this yarn. So I haven't really. I made the my drop stitch slouchy beanie on the Centro with this yarn, and I haven't really thought of what else to do with it. So I decided that I would just go ahead and try it in this project since I had a lot of it left. But I think that I don't think I'm going to have enough to make the sleeves of the sweater, which is okay with me. I think I'm just going to have enough for the front and back. So what I've been doing is I've been playing with this thing, and let me see, actually, before I show you, let me see if I can put a video in. Yeah, because I did take a little video. If I don't put the video in, something went wrong with it or whatever. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put that video in here so you guys can see just how it works. Because all you're going to see me is just cranking it. All right, so here we go. Alright guys, so what did you think? It looks fun, right? But anyway, so what I ended up cranking like a full skein of yarn, but what happened was is I don't think it's meant to crank a whole skein of yarn, because it comes out of the machine and then like it twists. So if it doesn't unwind itself somehow, it's going to stay twisted. So they give you this weight to go on the bottom of it to allow for tension on the machine, and you have to have some kind of tension or else it'll build up and it'll kind of go over top of the the needles, and it's just not, it's gonna be a mess. So they give you this weight to weight the project down, and then you can slide the weight up on the yarn that came out, so that you constantly have tension on it no matter how long the strand gets. The only thing is that when it's not hanging in the air, there's no way for the yarn to untwist. It'll just stay twisted, and that's what was happening to me. So as you can see, this looks really, really good, right? um so that looks pretty good, because what I was doing is I was pulling out the kinks as it would come out, and as it got longer and longer, then I would have to like do like this and pull all the kinks all the way out. So that, as you can imagine, that was becoming a job on its own, and the yarn is getting really fuzzy, because you can see how I was handling it. And as we get more into the skein, it's so tightly wound. So you can see from, at least here, you can see the stitch definition of the knitting. Or maybe not so close. But here, the second piece is just, it's so tight. And let me see if I can get further into it, because I was doing all kinds of stuff. And my older son, ML, he was trying to help me too, figure out a way to straighten it out. He did a few different things to get it straightened, but it was so twisted and curly. Let me pop in a picture of that also. So as you can see, all right, so as you can see in the picture, it was so like twisted up, and yeah, it was just a mess. So now you can see how it's just twisting up on itself like that, and like it's so tight compared to the original that it's not even going to give me a good tension. So I'm probably going to have to redo this and hope that it'll work out to something more like this. So what what I wanted to do, I really wanted this to work out, and I'm like trying to think about what can I do, because I wanted to connect them so that I don't have to have yarn being wasted by having a tail out to reconnect the yarn to weave in, so that it doesn't fall apart. And as I'm joining in a new skein. So what I was trying to do is actually just tie a knot in the string and then keep cranking it like you would do on your Add Your Centro, and have it all one skein of yarn. Or actually, I decided I was going to do two skeins, because at some point I'm probably going to have to cut for the back panel. I haven't really read the pattern yet, but I think it's going to be a front and back panel. I should probably read that. But yeah, so I was thinking that I would just make two separate skeins, one for the back and one for the front, and I have 6 of those. This is setting up ball number 7, but I have 3 more in a full pack. So I was gonna do 3 on one skein and 3, and 3 on the other skein. So I got another cake of yarn and I started working with it to see what I could come up with. And as I was working with it, Art, he was telling me, Mom, you need the weight. And I'm like, well, I don't know, the weight isn't working that good. It's kind of twisting it up. So I was just kind of tugging on it. And then he was telling me what he actually did was he was balling up my yarn as I was cranking it out. And I was like, no, I don't need it balled up because I can't straighten it out. So he gave me those 2 ideas of balling up the yarn and having the weight. And I was thinking and thinking of how, I need those 2 things to work. So I put it together and let me show you what I came up with. So I came up with having the ball of yarn as the weight. So thank you so much, Art. So what I did is I this is a piece of elastic here, but I had a rubber band, but as it got bigger, the rubber band popped. So this is actually 2 cakes of yarn made up, and So let me just, as I crank, let me make sure I'm going the right way. So as I crank the machine, see how it's spinning like that? I don't want to do too many because I'm going to run out. So you can see how it'll spin and it'll untwist itself as it's spinning. So that's what I came up with based on what Art was trying to help me with. So this ball weighs it down, and then as I get more yarn, I'll roll it up and then I'll secure it with this band here, and then that'll allow me to keep cranking. And of course, if you have like a taller surface and let it, you know, roll down, you can do more cranks before you have to roll it back up. But I just have it like right here at my desk, so like if I'm watching videos or whatever I'm doing, I can just crank a little bit and ball it up like that. So that is my little machine there. It's, or my new toy actually. Yeah, so that is, it is so much fun. It is really so much fun. Like I just be like sitting there watching it going like that. And as you can see, this yarn right here is looking like what it's supposed to be. So this is gonna be the yarn that I'm gonna knit that sweater with. So I don't think it's as thick. It didn't come out as thick as I thought it would with this here. It didn't come out as thick as I thought. So I don't know if it's gonna be what I decided I was gonna do, because I did knit a little bit, because that was one of my ideas in the in between of actually getting a light bulb of that idea. But I was actually knitting with it. And y'all know I have to wrap the yarn around my neck to knit with it. So I'm knitting it, I'm cranking the machine, and then I'm pulling it off trying to knit with it. And yeah, that was a mess. But anyway, when I was knitting with it, I took a gauge off of the little bit that I did do, and it turned out that if I worked the larger size sweater, because I think I was 2 stitches off of what I should have been getting, and the larger sweater was 2 stitches more. So if I worked the larger sweater, I should be right on, it should fit as far as that goes. And so it said I would need like 11 skeins of that, which would be 11. Did I say 11? I think it said 11. So that's 1,100 grams. I only have 6. I only have, well, actually I have 700 grams, because I'm gonna redo that last one. So I only have 700 grams of that. So that I'm gonna be short 400 grams. I hope that's just the sleeves. I'm hoping. If it's not, I could just do I was thinking a different color and a different, like a thinner weight yarn, so that it wouldn't take away from the like chunkiness of the sweater or trying to match it up. So that's what I was thinking I would do, is just kind of use a different weight yarn and like a plain color, and then that might help out for the yardage that I don't have. So hopefully that'll work out, but I'm still gonna go for it anyway, because I'm really excited to knit with this thicker yarn. So that is my new toy. But I did want to mention, I had seen this before, and I watched a couple of videos on how to use it, but I just decided not to get it because it was a while ago, and Michaels had it on clearance online, and I was going to order it from Michaels, and I think it was like $20 something, and then I went to on Amazon, and it was like almost double the price. So I was like, oh, well, that is a good deal. So I was almost gonna get it, but then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get that. I don't need that right now. But then I saw Daphne, and I'll link her channel down below. You guys should go check her out. She shows her makes. She does live sometimes, and she shows her hauls. So she does beautiful work, and she is a sweet, awesome person. So go check Daphne out if you haven't already. like I said, I will link her channel down below. And I was watching her video and she showed that, and I was like, oh, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. So I went back to Michael's online to see if they had it, and they didn't have it. I couldn't find it anywhere. So then I went on to Amazon, and it was about $25. So I went ahead and ordered it, and I enjoy it so much. It is just fun just to go like that. And it's like you get, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. It's just kind of meditative and fun. And, you know, I'm just watching videos like that. But I'm enjoying it because I'm excited about the product that I'm going to get from it. So, yes, I did want to mention that I saw it on Daphne's channel. So, I'll link her channel down below as well so you can go and check her out. I'm sure she'll appreciate a subscribe if you haven't already. And just check out her channel. Alright guys, so I think that I covered all of that I need to cover in this video about my new toys and upcoming project. Another whip. But yeah, that's super exciting. So let me super exciting. So let me know what you guys think of my purchases, my ideas for this chunky knit sweater. Let me know all that down below. And if you know what size yarn that is, 27 yards for 100 grams. If you know what size yarn that is, leave that in the comments down below too, because I'm interested in finding out what size yarn it is. Alright guys, so please remember to leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would truly appreciate that. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Alright guys, so I know this was a longer one, so I appreciate you hanging out with me and listening to all my plans and checking out my goodies. Alright guys, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.